I just saw a video that made me absolutely sick to my stomach. Connecticut, which thank God I do not live in Connecticut. In March 25th or so, they banned Kratom and 7-OH, and I think politicians do not understand what Kratom is or what 7-OH is, and how banning it is going to kill more people than they think they're protecting. Very few people have died from Kratom. It's been in this country available to buy since I was like 19. I'm 41 now, and never heard of anyone dying from it. And recently, supposedly, there have been people that have died from it, but they've had other stuff in their systems too. So, for those of you that don't know, kratom is it comes from a tree that grows in Southeast Asia, and the leaves from that tree have a bunch of different alkaloids in them. One of them is mitragrenine. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Another one of them is 7-OH, which is an abbreviation for like 7-hydroxymitragrenine, something like that, which that is actually a full on opiate. It is addictive. It's addictive, but it's not as deadly as like street drugs or painkillers. Now, anyone that has chronic pain, I'm sure realizes how hard it is to get a prescription for anything stronger than ibuprofen. A lot of people take 7-OH for pain. They claim it works miracles with their pain. You know, I tore off my finger. This fucking thing has been reattached. My bone is broke. There's no bone connection. So, like, imagine any movie you've ever seen where a guy's strapped into a chair, the bad guy's torturing him, snaps his finger back. That's this. I can't get a doctor to write me shit for it. So, 7-OH helps though, but so does Kratom. The main difference between the two is um, 7-OH is in kratom, but in like minuscule amounts, like 0.02%, something like that. Um, Someone figured out a way to extract it or synthesize it to where you get pure 7-OH, which is, they claim it's 10 times stronger than morphine, which, if that was true, I'd be dead because I have a really high opiate tolerance, and I can I, I could feel 40 milligrams of morphine do me nice. Uh, with 7-OH, I can take 50 milligrams. So that's like saying that's okay. That's like 500 milligrams of morphine. It's bullshit. It's just bullshit. Um, I I've self-medicated since I was young for various mental issues, anxiety, ADHD, which I don't like talking about this, but I feel like it's important to uh, say to tell this because maybe it will help certain people realize that people that are taking kratom or 7-OH for that matter, for the most part, are not doing it just to get high. Like, if you've never done it before, I recommend don't do it because both of them are addictive. But if you have done it, or if you are addicted to opiates or have been addicted to opiates, um, kratom is a very good option. Like, you really don't have many options if you're addicted to opiates. It's either buy stuff off the street and risk getting fentanyl laced pills or heroin and overdosing, um, or don't do anything and just live with the fucking issues you got that are driving you to the point where you don't want to live anymore. Or take the proper medication, which for a lot of people, things like methadone or Suboxone are the key. But with methadone, you have to go to the clinic every freaking morning, every day to get your dose. Like, who wants to do that? That's nuts. Suboxone, you can get that prescribed monthly, but it's extremely addictive. It's actually strong. It's stronger than 7OH. It's stronger than Kratom. And I'm not saying this based off of some science bullshit. I'm the guinea pig. I've done a lot of opiates in huge quantities. I like in like amounts that would kill multiple people. Like it's not even funny. And I could tell you that Suboxone is an extremely strong opioid, but it's used for treating opioid dependence. Well, let's say, what do you do if you're addicted to opiates for whatever reason, pain or mental health reasons? You've been addicted to it for, well, 20 years. And over those 20 years, your brain chemistry, your brain has changed. So, uh, just banning something is not going to fix that. It's not. It's just going to hurt that. Which is what these stupid ass politicians do not understand. Or maybe they do and they just don't care. Or maybe Big Pharma wants to get their greedy hands into Kratom and doesn't want people to have the ability to self-medicate themselves, because kratom does help with pain, and kratom definitely helps with opiate cravings. Like, without kratom, I would not be able to function. I would not. I Unless you've lived it, yeah, I can't explain it to a normal person, but I could not function without it. And I live in New York, where it's legal, and hopefully it'll remain legal. Um, I'd much rather take something natural like kratom than something like Suboxone, which constipates the hell out of you. You won't shit for a week, sometimes 2 weeks, and then when you do, it's extremely painful because you got a bunch of dried up shit in your guts, and then you finally eat something that gets your stomach moving or irritated to where it wants to push it out, and it's horrendously painful. It's crippling. Kratom doesn't have that problem. Kratom's not killing people. It's propaganda. So I just I wish more people were educated about this, especially politicians. Um, Anyone who's seeing this video, you should share it, because chances are you know someone who's got an opioid problem. And if you live in a state where, if you know someone who takes kratom or 7OH for pain or to stay away from heroin and fentanyl and shit like that, um, and you live in a state where it's legal but they might ban it, uh, well, that person might end up killing themselves. They might they might, you know, they might overdose, because it's very unlikely that they're going to be able to get painkillers from a doctor. It's really hard to get into a Suboxone doctor. It like There's like waiting lists. It's just a big pain in the ass. Oh, it's also very expensive. 90 Suboxone strips when I was on it used to be like $500 or $600 for 90 of them. $500 or $600. Whereas a kilogram of kratom powder like this, uh, about $80, and that lasts me a month. And it's natural. It actually has nutrients in it too, and I believe it's got caffeine. It's related to like the um, whatever plant produces caffeine. Um, it's What's going on is not fair, and it's going to lead to a lot of loss of life for sure. I'm sure it already has in places that have already banned it. I guarantee, I would bet my life that there have been more people that have died from because they had to go to the streets to find something to fix that part in their brain that they were maintaining their stability with kratom. They have to go out to the street and get something like they think it's oxy, but it's really fentanyl. They take it and they die. I guarantee that in every state that has banned kratom, more people have died by finding something on the street because they couldn't get something like kratom compared to the number of people that supposedly died from actually taking kratom over the 20 plus years that it's been available in this country. So it's, I don't know, like, I don't know why there's a witch hunt against it now. I mean, I saw something on the news. Some guy killed himself because of I think he was taking 708 and then he stopped taking it. The withdrawals were just so depressing and he couldn't handle it and he killed himself. Um, I know I don't know if that's what sparked the witch hunt, but it's nothing like the alternatives. It's the least. It's what's the saying? The lesser of two evils or the lesser of multiple evils. It truly is. And if you live in a state, you know, if you're watching this video and you live in a state where it's banned, or you live in a state where it's possibly going to be banned, or if you even hear a mention of it being banned, you really should contact your congressman or governors, whatever, because people you know and love will die for sure. It will affect anyone watching this video. It's going to affect you in some way or another. Someone you know will die because they could not get something like kratom and had to go buy fentanyl laced pills off the street. So, or they might end up, they can't handle life and just say screw it and pull the plug. It's use some fucking common sense, people. Like, I don't know what. Yeah, I'm gonna stop now. I hope there's a special place in hell for these idiot politicians who just think that by banning something you're curing the problem. You're not curing the problem. Fucking idiots.